A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. Is it really... And the Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Rainbow Warriors offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control.
Makes the grab and room to run. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are...
Might have a chance. He's at the touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Lions. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And talking to coaches, coming into this week, one of the big priorities, we got to protect our quarterback. Last week in the loss, we gave up 4 sacks. Right here, another sack early in this football game. So far, not protecting their guy. Need to do a better job.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running inside, it's Thomas. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Barfield. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little release to the back. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Still looking. He's going to take off. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Thomas. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's complete on the right side. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that 1st.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. They'll run the screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Snags it, and there's running room. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Quick release on the RPO. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels are flying down the field.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Off play action. That's caught. It's Burnett. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Going to the run, it's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Quarterback gets the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Reads it, fires complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Using his legs, it's Barfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Hawaii! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's got it on the right. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Barfield. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Honolulu. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Christensen. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Rebels offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change the...
Maybe some room here. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Trying play action. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The play-action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Barfield. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch.
There's some room. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lions. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the draw, it's Thomas. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vegas. And that one will give them the lead.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. And he makes the grab for the deuce. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Back to the ground with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got a man. It's Burnett. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 1st down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. The sure hands, it's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got it behind the line. It's Harris. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Powers through the defender. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. On the run, it's Barfield. Got a little grass. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need this stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't... Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He'll pull it down and run. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Hawaii calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Pulls it on the option. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Pulls it again on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now on the counter. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.